I spoke to myself last night in a dream. I was about 21, it was the craziest thing. I went to a party with all of my friends, and it brought tears to my eyes to see us together again. And I tried to tell them the way that things change, but they wouldn't listen to me. They all started walking away. So I sung them a song of the beauty of youth, and I brought the rhythm back in, and I told them the truth. I couldn't tell you where this road will lead, if it winds or how it ends, but this is a lie.
Hello everyone, back again, still in Australia. More on that coming soon. I just need more time to talk about it. Every time I go, okay, this is what happens in my world and how my brain works. I always say, I'm gonna make a video, like this next week's video will be this, whatever, but then I'm never prepared for it and I get these other ideas in my head and then I end up making that video. So today, I think it's actually a really good opportunity and about time to talk about Vero, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, versus Instagram, because we are seeing now another influx in that platform and photographers going to make the jump over there. And I believe that Peter McKinnon made a video about that, so I'm sure that that drove a lot of traffic over to Vero. But here we are again. I remember it came out in, I think it was in 2018. I think that's when we all made our accounts. It's so crazy. It seems like so long ago that this happened. But I know many of us made an account back then. Mine is still active. I still have it. I have not been active on it since then. But it appears that photographers are making a jump to Vero again. I'm here to talk about why, the platform, and my thoughts on it, I guess. Something like that. Okay. So I think we all know what Vero is and how it operates. It has no algorithms. It is in a chronological feed. It's actually really cool and clean platform. Basically, it has no ads. It has no influencers. It has none of the shit that we got sick of with Instagram. So it really does feel like it is an app that was built for us, other creators, whatever. I don't think it's just for photography, but it's just a place where you can really focus on what you're creating and those connections. Actually a pretty cool platform. Like I love that you have these options to post photos. You can click on like that tab and then see a feed full of photos, or you can go to videos, which is really cool. You can introduce people, which I actually really love that feature because it allows us to connect with others in different ways. You can share links and yeah, you can share a lot of things. Hashtagging is still there. I do believe that hashtagging is actually quite popular. I do see my friends hashtagging, so that obviously has some weight, but it's just a place where if you open up that app, you're gonna see what all of your friends have been posting. I also like how you can connect with people. So you have this like interesting way of setting your, I guess you could say your privacy level. So you can choose someone to be a close friend or they can be an acquaintance. And then when you share things, you can share to whichever audience you want to share. So that's kind of cool. And I think a really neat way how to go about the privacy. I don't think I have to talk about Instagram and how Instagram operates because we all know it's just this fight to be seen, and it's like you have to do this and this and this, and you don't even know what you really have to do. It seems like it changes every month. One month it's reels, the next month it's trending songs, the next month it's use a certain hashtag. It really is quite a nightmare to figure it all out. So I think that I might bring a different perspective to all this. I've watched a few videos on Vero versus Instagram, and there was one thing that no one was really talking about. So before we get on any of these platforms, you've got to make a decision of what type of photographer you are. And I think that will make your decision for you based on which platform you really should be on. Like I'm a full-time photographer and creating an income for myself is very important. So time is money to me. So of course, I'm not ready to just go and drop my Instagram. I have built something on there already that took a really long time. I do see benefits from it. I don't directly make income from Instagram, but my Instagram is very important to the other areas of work that I do. And then there's Vero, and I'm very interested in Vero. I don't really see right now how it would benefit me like income-wise or how I will be able to make money through it. But I do see this opportunity to be early on in something if it really does take off. And as I've been learning, especially with the NFT space and all the other things out there, being early on, and we knew this from Instagram way back in the day, but being early on something definitely has its benefits. So I think there's this opportunity here right now with Vero to really establish yourself, establish your account, establish your photography, because we have no idea what might happen in the future and how it'll change and how it evolve. So I think that is pretty cool. And if you're into that and you want to get on something early, then jump on this opportunity right now and start building on Vero. Okay, but anyways, back to what I was saying before about, does Vero fit with what you're trying to build? So if you're a hobbyist and you are simply just wanting to create or just connect with other photographers, it's a hobby for you, you enjoy interacting with people online, social media, and just sharing, I really think that this is a perfect place for you. But we kind of need to keep a lot of people on there, if that makes sense, so that you do have people to interact with. So it's almost like us photographers have this opportunity right now and this power in numbers. If we work together in numbers, we can really make this go off. I can definitely see for people like me who are making a full-time income out of Vero, it's like, okay, again, will this benefit me somehow? And do I have the time for it? It's not even about like having it benefit me. It's just simply, do I have the time? And again, time is money, because I'm a nutball and I'm very active on Twitter. I'm very active, obviously, on YouTube, still active on Instagram. Can I really fit Vero into my workflow? So I did make the decision, yes, to do that. And for myself, to save myself some sanity with all these social media apps, I actually ended up hiring someone to help me with Instagram, because I cannot keep up anymore. Financially, I'm not there yet. I really am not there to hire someone else. But I think it's a good, wise idea that I start having extra hands for things like what I've already built, just an extra pair of eyes, an extra person to write some text, extra person to schedule my posts. So now I will have this opportunity to focus on Vero. And that's kind of where I want to go with Vero, is being involved with it early on, because you never know, this really could turn into something just incredible for us photographers. And I am all about the opportunities. So again, the more of us that are on there, the more of us that are working together, the more opportunities we are going to find. So fingers crossed this time it doesn't really trickle off. And I think it's actually really good that a lot of these, we'll say, influencer photographers are starting to make these videos about Vero, because we didn't really see that before. So yeah, of course, Peter McKinnon drove a lot of attention with his video back onto Vero, but it really, 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 truly is up to us to make it work and make it stick and make it go somewhere for us. And let's hope that we have, it's a platform that does continue to listen to us and wants to work with us. I think that's what's been lacking with all the other platforms. Of course, they're going to do what's best for them, best for their company, all their employees. You can't really blame Instagram for doing all of these things, but it would be really, really lovely to have a platform that, they're going to have to make decisions for the platform to move forward, of course, but hopefully this is something that they listen to us and they want to work with us. Like they said, how they started this platform was to just be free of all the shit, pretty much. So come on, Vero, we are rooting for you. Let's stay this way and let's build this together. Yeah, I hope that actually helped kind of explain how I see the difference of the two platforms. And again, early on opportunity, if you really, really want this, or you want something to take off for you, start really establishing yourself on this new platform, because you will, later on down the road, you will be very happy that you did, if we are sticking with it. I definitely plan to stick with it and want to see what we really can create out of it. So I encourage all of my fellow photographers, let's do the same, and again, work together and drive this thing home. Anyways, Australia has been amazing. I've had a pretty mellow week and a half here. I actually haven't been doing all that much. I'm just working every day. So I kind of have to sort out like how to get around. Yes, I am with Ben. Ben is here, so we've just been hanging out and reconnecting, and that's been really good. More on that in the next video. I do have to come back to Canada sometime soon. My visa here in Australia, I have to leave every 3 months in order to get back, to come back in the country. So I think this month for sure, I have to go back home. And yeah, I just have a lot of stuff to sort out. But anyways, I went out and I created the first ever yellow dress piece in Australia, and it was really, really cool. We did a hike. It's only about a 30-minute hike, and it was all very rushed because Ben just got off work. It was Friday. He had just gotten off work, and it was like he came home. Sunset in Australia is actually quite early, so as soon as he got home, we just had to throw the camera gear in the car and make our way out there and hike up to the top of that lookout. Got there just in time for sunset. And one thing that I've noticed about Australia, which is super cool, like the sky burns in a way that I haven't seen before. So obviously in my world, I'm so used to towering mountains blocking the light, blocking out the sun. But this was really, really beautiful to see this one sunset. Like there wasn't that many clouds in the sky, but the world just seemed to burn, and it was beautiful. Really, really, really enjoyed that hike. Such a unique landscape, a little bit different than what I'm used to, and super happy that I was able to create the first ever yellow dress piece up there. It's called the, oh my gosh, I'm gonna butcher this in the video, the Glasshouse Mountains. Yeah, Glasshouse. For some reason I always want to say Glasgow, but that's in Scotland. Oh man, I'm just out of it. Glasshouse Mountains, such a beautiful place. Cannot wait to go back and explore more. Anyways, please subscribe if you liked this video, if you took away something from it. I really hope that it helped kind of make that decision if you want to go from Instagram to Vero. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Also, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. As always, going to share some images at the end of the video. Bye.